One of the few items that we don't finish in-house are hard leather belts. We do have a beltsmith that we work with out of house, so the service is still offered. Say that I have a belt needlepoint canvas that I'm planning on having finished. I would go onto the finishing website under the Shipping Your Project tab and print out the leather belt form. Like all the other forms, I'm going to start out by filling out the most important block at the top with my personal information: name, address, best phone number to reach me at, email address, and whether I'd like to have the piece shipped to me or pick it up. And then I would move on to project description, which again is just a specific description of what the canvas is. So in this case, I would say retro items. Next, I would indicate how many waist rows I stitched here. For this part, you're going to want to refer to the second page under the extra waist rows section, which basically just indicates that if you haven't used a binding stitch on either side of your canvas, you would want to stitch 2 extra waist rows on each side. Now we're going to go back to the first page. Here you would select the type of belt that you are having finished, whether it be standard belt, like a brand new belt, or if you're having an existing belt being resized, or a pet collar. Leather-backed key fobs are also an option, both flat and folded. For my particular project, I'm going to check off standard belt. Now I'm going to choose a leather color and hardware color for my belt. I can refer to the available colors on our website under the Belts tab. Leather colors available are black, chocolate, medium brown, oxblood, and tan. Hardware colors for the buckle are in either brass or nickel. If I have a specific buckle in mind, I'm welcome to provide it, and our beltsmith will use it to finish the belt. Now I'm going to move on to the belt size. This is the most crucial part of this form. It is important that you refer to the second page for sizing instructions and for this diagram on how to measure your belt. There are several different ways you can find your belt size. The first being to take measuring tape, like this, and pull it through the belt loops of a well-fitted pants. Pull it to your desired snugness and record this measurement. The second way of measuring your belt is by measuring an existing belt as indicated on the form. And you would start from the point where the tongue of the buckle meets the frame, right here. And you measure that to the most worn hole. I've measured my belt size to be about 38 inches from this end to that end. So I'm going to indicate that on the first page, here. So to prevent cutting into my needlepoint, I have to make sure that my needlepoint is at least 6 to 7 inches shorter than my belt size. My belt size is 38 inches, so my needlepoint should be about 31 at most. If you do not want to lose any important design elements, you want to make sure that you have at least 2 inches stitched between the design element and the end of the belt. This will help avoid having any design elements covered up by the leather, like this. Also like this. If you have any more questions about the sizing or any of the other information we went over, please refer to the second page, which goes into further detail, or give us a call. Make sure to sign the bottom and date, and that all of the information you provided on the first page is correct.